Alright, this is Ken Rosever, and we're doing comparing standard deviations without calculations. Take 4, I think. It seems perhaps a mystery how we can compare the standard deviations of these distributions without actually going through and figuring out the calculation, which is, a little bit complex. But we can. And the reason we can do it is because what is a standard deviation? It's a measure of dispersion or spread. That's the key. We're looking to put these in order of their respective standard deviations, so from least to greatest. So we're looking at which is the least spread out to the most spread out. And since, for the most part, these distributions match almost exactly, we only have to compare the aspects of them that are different. So let me take a pen here and I'll just color in the parts that are different. Let's see. I shall use this. Alright, notice that all of them don't have a 2. So this one has a 3 up here instead. This one has a 2. And similarly, because they're all symmetric, there's a mismatch on the other side. So some of them have a 2 and a 10, but this one has a 3 and a 9. Also, most of them have 2 5s and 7s, but this one only has 1 5 and 1 7. So the 3 pieces that are the same for all of them are these 3. These 3 pieces all match. So the only ones we have to worry about, the only ones that cause their standard deviation to be different, are the other ones. Okay. So the question is, if you're just looking at a 2 and a 4 and a 7 and a 10, is that more spread out than a 2 and a 4 and an 8 and a 10? And you're like, more spread out from what? From the mean. So right in the center, because it's symmetric, there's our mean. It's at 6. Our mean for all of these is at 6. So, the question is, which one is more spread out? I'll compare A and C first. A 2 and a 4. Is a 2 and a 4 further from 6 than a 2 and a 5? No, the 2 and the 4 is further away because 5 is closer in. So, what does that mean? The spread on A is less than the spread on C, therefore, sigma of A is less than sigma of C. We also can look here. We have a 3 and a 5. Well, over here we had a 2 and a 5. So this 2 has moved up, which means the spread is what? Is it greater? No, it hasn't moved out. It's less. It's moved in. So this is less spread out than this one over here. B is less spread than A, which means B has a smaller standard deviation. There we go. So the answer is BAC. Now, if you have trouble doing that, is there another way that you can go about it? Yes, but it's kind of cheating because I'm going to show you that you can use a calculation, but I'm going to ask you not to actually calculate everything and actually figure out sigma. Just find the things that are different and then add them up. Look at 2 and 5 make 7, 7 and 10 17, 3 and 5 8, 7 and 9 16, 2 and 4 6, 8 and 10 18. Notice 6 and 18 averages 12, which is double this because I have 2 elements. So if the average of any single element is 6, the average of any 2 elements is 12. So that makes sense. All of these average to 12, these sums. So now the question is, which of these sums is further from 12? And we answer that easily. How far is that away? It's 5. From either direction, it's 5 away. This is 6 away from either direction. This is 4 away. So which is the furthest spread out? This one. C is. So, and then A, and then B. So again, the order is B is the smallest, A is the next, and C is the greatest standard deviation. And that's how you do it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up another, and there it is. And I'm going to actually copy it into OneNote. So we'll go new page. And there it is. It's in there. Now we only need to compare the things that are different. So anything that's the same, like these 8s here, I'm not going to compare. But maybe to make it easier, I'll cross off things that I think match. The mean is in the same position. It's at 9. The 8s match. And the 10s, right? 8s and the 10s all match. What about the 5s? Everybody have 2 5s? No. Everybody has at least 1 5 though. So I'll cross off one of those. And everybody has at least 1 13. So we're only comparing the 2 boxes that I haven't scribbled out. And obviously this is easier if you can copy and paste it into OneNote. If you can't, you can add up all these things and do the same kind of trick, but with 5. But 4 and 5 makes 9, right? And this is what? 9. So I'm going to double it. 18. All right. Difference from 9 to 9, or 9 to 18 is 9. I'm going to write that there. 4 and 6 is 10. 10 to 18 is 8, right? I'll write that right there. And then 5 and 6 is 11. 11 to 18 is 7. That's the order. So it's C, B, A. And you can get that if you have trouble just by looking at these differences. And you don't even have to do both sides. So it's C, B, A. And that's the order on this one. Let's plug it in, see what they say. And then we'll be done. C, B, A. And they say, very good. We seem to have mastered it. There we go. That's it. I hope that helps. Bye.